The waves crashed against my boat that morning, but nothing could prepare me for what I'd pull from those dark waters. A dying man, a desperate confession, and a truth that would shatter everything I thought I knew about my own life. My name is Marcus, and for 20 years I've been nothing but a fisherman in the village of Saltmere. Every dawn I cast my nets into the sea, hoping to catch enough to feed my daughter, Elena. Her mother died when she was born, and since then, it's been just the two of us against the world. That Tuesday started like any other. The sky was gray, the water restless. I was checking my nets when I heard it, a desperate cry cutting through the wind. "Help! Please, help me!" I turned and saw him, a man in an expensive suit, thrashing in the water about 50 meters from shore. Without thinking, I dove in. The current was vicious, pulling us both down, but I fought. I fought like my life depended on it. When I finally dragged him onto my boat, he was barely breathing. Water poured from his mouth as he coughed and gasped. His face was pale, lips turning blue. "Stay with me," I shouted, pumping his chest. "Don't you dare die on me." His eyes fluttered open. For a moment, he just stared at me, confused and terrified. Then he grabbed my arm with surprising strength. "Thank you," he whispered. You saved my life." "What happened? How did you end up out there?" He looked away, shame crossing his face. "I jumped. I wanted it to end." My heart sank. "Why? Why would you do that?" He laughed bitterly. "Because I'm a coward. Because I've spent my entire life chasing money and power, and I lost the only thing that ever mattered." As I wrapped him in blankets, he began to talk. His name was Jonathan Pierce, a name I'd heard before. He was one of the wealthiest men in the country, owner of shipping companies and luxury hotels. But 3 months ago, his wife left him, taking their son. "I gave them everything except my time," he said, tears streaming down his face. "I missed birthdays, anniversaries, school plays. I thought money could replace love. I was wrong." I sat there, listening, feeling an unexpected connection to this broken stranger. Then he said something that made my blood run cold. "My son, his name is Thomas. He's 8 years old, brown hair, green eyes. He loves the ocean." He pulled out a waterlogged photo from his jacket pocket. "This is the only picture I kept with me. I wanted to see his face one last time." My hands trembled as I looked at the photo. The world stopped spinning. It was Elena, not a boy, not Thomas, but my daughter. The same green eyes, the same smile, even the small birthmark on her left cheek. That's impossible," I stammered. He looked at me, confused. "What's wrong?" I pulled out my own wallet, my fingers shaking, and showed him the picture I always carried. Elena at 7 years old, playing by the shore. Jonathan's face went white. He stared at the photo, then at me, then back at the photo. "Where did you get this?" he whispered. "She's my daughter," I said. "Her name is Elena. Her mother was Clara." The name hit him like a physical blow. "Clara," he repeated, his voice breaking. "Clara Martinez? You knew her?" "Knew her." Tears poured down his face. "I loved her. 20 years ago, before I became this monster. We were young. I was just starting my business. She was a waitress. We had one perfect summer together. Then I left. I chose my career over her. I didn't know. I never knew she was pregnant. My world was collapsing. Clara never told me who Elena's real father was. She said he was gone, that he didn't matter. When she died giving birth, I raised Elena as my own. I loved her from the first moment I held her." Jonathan was sobbing now, his whole body shaking. "I have a daughter. All this time I've been alone, and I have a daughter." "Had," I said firmly. "You had a chance 20 years ago. I'm her father now." He looked at me with desperate eyes. "Please, I don't want to take her from you. I just want to know her, to be part of her life. I've lost so much already." We sat in silence as my boat rocked on the waves. This man, this stranger I'd pulled from death, was connected to me in ways I never imagined. "Why were you really out there?" I finally asked. "In the middle of nowhere?" "I was on my yacht," he admitted, "drinking, thinking about everything I'd destroyed. The current carried me away. When I fell in, I didn't try to swim back. I just let go." "But you called for help." "Because in that moment, when the water filled my lungs, I realized I didn't want to die. I wanted a second chance, a chance to do things right." I thought about Elena, beautiful, kind Elena, who deserved to know the truth, who deserved to have a father who would fight for her, not run away. "She doesn't know," I said quietly. "She thinks I'm her biological father." "Then don't tell her," Jonathan said immediately. "You are her father. You raised her. You loved her. I'm just the man who made the worst mistake of his life." 3 months have passed since that day. Jonathan sold most of his companies. He moved to Saltmere, into a small cottage by the harbor. Elena knows him as Uncle Jonathan, a friend I made who needed a fresh start. She doesn't know the truth yet. Maybe one day we'll tell her. Maybe not. But I watch them together, him teaching her to paint, her showing him her favorite tide pools, and I see something beautiful forming. A relationship built not on blood or obligation, but on choice. Jonathan looks different now, lighter, happier. He volunteers at the community center, helps other fishermen repair their boats, and every evening he joins us for dinner. Last week, Elena hugged him goodbye and said, "I'm glad Marcus saved you. You're family now." Jonathan looked at me with tears in his eyes and I nodded. Because that's what we are. Family. Not because of DNA or destiny, but because on one gray morning, I pulled a drowning man from the sea, and in saving him, I discovered that love isn't about who you're born to. It's about who chooses to stay. Sometimes the people we save end up saving us right back, and sometimes the family we build is stronger than the one we're born into. What would you have done in my place? Let me know in the comments below. If this story touched your heart, please like and subscribe. We share stories of hope, redemption, and second chances every week. Because everyone deserves a chance to come up from the depths and breathe again.